You want to know how to make a card game in 5 steps? Hello, my name is Jacob, and I made this game called All Hail the Goblin King, and I've learned a lot while making it. Step 1. Think of a basic mechanic. Maybe this is a play on a mechanic that you think could be perfected from another game, or this is a more personal use game that you're making, so you are just straight up making Uno, but with dragons or something. Whatever it is, find something fun that you're willing to play a million times, because you will be playing it a million times. Personally, I went for more of a resource collection kind of crafting game, inspired loosely from Catan, mixed with a little bit of Love Letter, and also a little bit of Minecraft in there. Step 2 is to think of a theme, and to go along with this is the art that you'll need to make. Now, this is what my game originally looked like, and these are what some of my cards started to look like. And that's because I wanted to make a game about goblins and trash, partly because of the limitation that I had with my artistic skills at the time, being that I had no real way to make graphic design. And I picked goblins because I really couldn't draw humans, but I could draw like cute animal creature things. So maybe you don't know graphic design. You could stick to a text-based game like Cards Against Humanity, or you could do something simple, at least simple starting out, like Doomlings, where it's just circle guys. The important thing is to allow yourself to grow from there. Obviously, you can also pay people, but we'll hold off on that for a bit. Step 3 is to optimize. I started with writing all of my mechanics and different cards on just basic note cards, but you can also use an old set of playing cards. Amazon even has blank playing cards that you can order for like a couple bucks. The important thing is to get your game started. Test out the rules, what cards you need, what cards you don't need. Find out what things people like, what you hate. This is just to get a basic idea. It doesn't need to be pretty. You can draw little pictures on it if you want. Step 4 is to design it. This kind of goes along with making the art itself, but while step 2 was more about finding the theme of the game, this is actually making it. If you've gotten this far, maybe you can get an artist to this point, or you have friends who can help you out, or you can develop your own skills. It took a while for me to draw all the cards in my own game. I was doing it myself. Like if you look here, I wanted to make variations, but I didn't have a lot of time to do so, so I just kind of colored it a little differently. Which I think I have grown a lot since that point because I've learned that this is something I really want to do the rest of my life. Speaking of which, if you go to justfairygames.com, you can find the Kickstarter, follow along there, and it helps out a lot, as well as subscribing to this YouTube channel and liking the video. The final step is printing the game. For this tangible version, I used a print-on-demand service like Board Game Maker, but there's others out there. Although I plan on using a different manufacturer for the actual Kickstarter games. This is a good way for me to play test it, get photos of it, share it to coffee shops and things like that. It isn't cheap.